Hey everyone, Dana here. I've never done an experiment type challenge video on my channel before, but now that's all gonna change. A few weeks ago, I posted this picture on my Instagram, and I mentioned that I've been plucking my eyebrows since I was at least 14 years old, and I asked you on Instagram if you pluck your eyebrows, and if so, when you started. And we had a really nice conversation about eyebrow plucking, and then I went on with my life, and I didn't really think about the process of plucking eyebrows again until a couple days ago when I was talking with Stefan and the subject came up, things that I do to change my appearance and if I enjoy doing that. And I told Stefan, as far as putting on makeup goes, I honestly do, at least most of the time, enjoy it. Plucking my eyebrows, however, I said, not so much. I am literally sitting there with tweezers pulling hairs from my face. I do like how my eyebrows look afterwards if they turn out how I wanted them to turn out. And that's kind of a big if. Sometimes one eyebrow looks really great and I'm so happy with it, but the other eyebrow looks like it's trying to escape my face. Stefan, always and forever being a problem solver, he was like, well then, why don't you just stop plucking your eyebrows? I must say, I am quite curious now to see what my eyebrows actually look like if I don't pluck them. Curious and, to be honest, a little scared, but the curiosity has gotten the best of me and I thought if not now, then when? This is what my eyebrows look like right now. As you can see, I am wearing makeup on my face and eyeshadow on my eyelids, but I do not have any makeup on my eyebrows. So this is just what my eyebrows look like now. Come along on this eyebrow journey with me to see what the after looks like. What I look like now. This is what my eyebrows look like now. I still have not plucked my eyebrows at all, but I am wearing makeup on my eyebrows right now. These are not my natural brows. I have filled them in with makeup, and I have to say, I think I actually kind of like them like this, which really quite surprises me because I did not think that I was going to like my eyebrows grown out at all. And for a lot of this process of growing them out, I did not like them. As I said before, I started plucking my eyebrows when I was 14, but it's more than just my eyebrows. Doing this has forced me to evaluate my feelings toward my body hair in general, and what I've found is pretty disturbing. I've learned a very unhealthy relationship with my body hair, and I've realized that it's been this way for quite a while. There's a huge difference in the way I feel when I do something cosmetic to my appearance, like plucking my eyebrows, styling my hair, painting my nails, doing my makeup, because I want to decorate myself in some way, versus doing it because I feel ashamed. I feel shame about that thing about me. I feel like I need to cover something up or I need to change some part of me because I feel ugly. I feel hideous. I feel disgusting, like a monster. I don't want people to see it. So, for example, putting on a pretty dress that I feel like really accents the parts of my body that I would like to accent, and I feel joy twirling around in the dress because I love it, because I love how I feel in it. Or putting on eyeshadow and eyeliner in the colors that I like and decorating my face because I want to decorate my face and feeling happy because of that. Putting it on makes me smile, but if I don't, that's also okay, no shame. Versus getting ready to go somewhere and putting concealer on the dark circles under my eyes because I feel embarrassed and ugly and ashamed for people to see them. So I feel like I need to cover them up before I go out, because to not do so would be embarrassing or feel shameful. So doing something to actively create joy versus doing something to avoid shame or an embarrassing feeling. And with my eyebrows, for the most part, I was not plucking my eyebrows to create joy. I was mostly doing it to avoid shame. I started plucking my eyebrows at age 14 because I felt embarrassed of my unkempt eyebrows. I felt ugly. I felt scared that people wouldn't like me because of them. That boys wouldn't want to talk to me. I don't know. Same goes for other body hair, like I didn't start shaving my legs because I wanted to do something good for my legs to bring joy. I started shaving my legs because I got the message from the society around me that hair on women and girls' legs is shameful and disgusting. And same with other body hair, Oh, I mean, my armpits, like, oh my God, did I grow up having a complex about my armpit hair? And no wonder. Like, how many times have we read in a magazine about some kind of body hair being unsightly, Like, don't let your man see those unsightly hairs. Don't go out with those unsightly gray hairs on your head. TV shows and movies showing people react in disgust at just even the idea of a woman with armpit hair. I've seen it so many times in TV and movies. Let me know in the comments if you can think of examples of movies and TV shows where women are shamed, even sometimes just for the idea of having like armpit hair or leg hair, for example, or any other kind of body hair. It happens all the time. Why does our society put so much energy into framing leg hair and armpit hair and body hair on women as disgusting? Like, I get it that a lot of women shave their armpit hair for lots of different reasons, myself included. Like, it's not cut and dry. But I just don't understand, why is it disgusting for women to have armpit hair in our society, whereas at least in America, it's considered rugged and sexy for a man to have that same hair. And I registered it right away. From a very young age, I internalized that armpit hair and leg hair, for example, on a guy was acceptable, but on a woman, it was not just unacceptable, it was disgusting. And being a girl myself, I took that on. By age 12, I was begging my mom to be allowed to shave my legs because I was embarrassed. I felt shame going out in my shorts. And by age 14, I was so ashamed about armpit hair that I shaved my armpits. I can remember every single day out of fear that people would see it and would think I'm disgusting or judge me for it. And on the few days that I forgot to shave my armpits before going to school in the morning, if I was wearing a t-shirt, I would just not raise my hand in class all day. Like, that's so awful. I would not raise my hand because I had forgotten to shave my armpits. That's how much shame and embarrassment I felt about my armpit hair at age 14. But at least those things, shaving my armpits and my legs, weren't physically painful. But at age 14, I was in so much pain plucking my eyebrows that I sat there crying in the mirror while I did it. But I still did it because I didn't want to have those unsightly eyebrows that I read about in magazines, I wish I could go back and hug 14-year-old Donna. I wish I could give her a hug and tell her that she doesn't have to hate her body hair. Heck, I wish I could hug myself now because I still feel shame about my body hair existing. I still shave my armpits before filming videos out of shame that someone would see it. I still sit there and pluck my eyebrows because I'm ashamed of that hair. It is tricky though, because I do also, I will say, genuinely like the feel of my smooth legs and my smooth armpits. And before doing this experiment, I did like how my eyebrows looked when plucked. But still, I have noticed that there is a difference between altering something about my appearance because I like that versus doing it because I'm ashamed of the way it was. And sometimes it can be a little bit of both, like with my armpits. I do like them hair-free. I like how it feels. I like how it looks. But I also have realized I do it because I feel shame about that hair. Like, I like it when it feels smooth, but I also would not feel comfortable wearing a tank top out of embarrassment if I didn't shave for a week. And that feels really bad inside of me. Like, I don't want to feel shame towards a natural, normal part of my body, you know? Same with my legs. I do love my legs smooth, but I don't shave them. I have realized this. I don't shave them only because I love them smooth. In winter, sometimes I go weeks without shaving my legs. But in the summer, when I'm wearing skirts and shorts, sometimes I will shave my legs every single day, partly because I like feeling them smooth, but also because I am embarrassed and I feel shame about having leg hair. And I would say it's okay that I am fighting with these different feelings. You know, life is complicated, feelings are complicated, and that's just how it is. Things are complicated. And I'm not saying that I'm going to stop shaving my legs. I'm not saying that I want to, but I am saying that this is something I have noticed and that I'm thinking about and processing. And stopping plucking my eyebrows these last 8 weeks has made me think about it in a new way. As my eyebrows have grown out, I have had to look myself in the mirror and really come to terms with my discomfort with my eyebrow hair. Doing this, I've had to face that head on. There was no ignoring it or plucking it away, as I have been doing for over half of my life. For half of my life, I have been dealing with my discomfort and shame and embarrassment of my eyebrow hair by plucking it away, by getting rid of it so I don't have to see it. That's how I dealt with it. And through these 8 weeks, I have had to come to terms and process those feelings, and it has been a journey. It has been a journey trying to decide when filming videos, should I cover up the eyebrow hair that's growing in with concealer? Should I not? Should I just let people see it? What about on Instagram? Should I use a filter to try to hide it? Should I not? And this is really hard because it's not just about I am for more reality on Instagram, but it's also about this dealing with the shame that I feel towards myself. I made a note in my calendar on the day that for the first time I looked in the mirror and actually actively liked my eyebrows, how they were grown out, the way they were naturally. It was the 2nd of May. So 4.5 weeks into the process. Okay, 2 more things before I wrap up the video. One, something else that this has really highlighted to me was also just how much can be and is hidden or just not seen when people film a video or when they take photos of themselves. I was honestly shocked at how little you could actually see the hairs in my YouTube videos for most of this process. Here is a photo of me on May 6th, around 5 weeks into not plucking my eyebrows at all. You can see in this photo that my eyebrows are pretty grown out and visible, and yet on that day, I filmed this video here where you can't really see them. So also another warning here that what you see in videos and photos is not the reality of what people look like. So please do not look at photos on Instagram or videos and compare yourself to how they look in the video. Because I looked at myself in the video and I looked at myself in the mirror and was shocked at just how different those two things were. Okay? And secondly, so is my discomfort with my unplucked eyebrow hair gone now? No. No, it is not. Looking back at the before photos, I can see that I was over plucking my eyebrows. You know how it goes sometimes. You accidentally pluck a little too much on one side and then you pluck a little too much on the other side. And then before you know it, you have over plucked your eyebrows. That had happened and I can see that in the before photo, so I definitely don't want to go back to that. But I don't know what I'm going to do with my eyebrows now. But no, doing this challenge for the last 8 weeks has not erased years and years of discomfort and shame that I have taken in about my eyebrow hair. But it has helped me think about it in a new way and to think more about how ridiculous it is that we in our society tell us that my body hair is for some reason particularly shameful and disgusting. You know, not just saying hey, shave this or shave that part of your body if you want to, but really giving the feeling that that body hair is gross or horrible or shameful. And I get that it's at least in part to sell stuff, right? Like, probably they make us feel like there's something wrong and something shameful with us. And then they're like, but look at that. You know, they offer us a product that will take those shameful feelings away. Yay! But wouldn't it be better if we just didn't have those feelings of shame in the first place? But then maybe it would be harder to sell us things, but not impossible. I mean, like, I buy eyeshadow because it's fun, not because I feel shame of my bare eyelids. Like, imagine if it could be like that for leg hair or armpit hair that I shave because it's a fun extra, not because I am at least in part feeling shame about that hair being there. So my question for you is, what would you say your relationship to your body hair is like? Do you pluck your eyebrows, and would you ever feel comfortable just letting them completely grow out? Please let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. To continue the conversation, you can follow me over on Instagram. I'm sure that I will be posting about this on Instagram when this video first comes out, so you can follow me there at Wanted Adventure. And of course, a really, really, really big thank you so very much to our patrons on Patreon who help make these videos possible. Thank you so very, very much for your support. Thank you. If you would like to check out our Patreon page, it's very much appreciated. You can find a link to that in the description box below. Until next time, auf Wiedersehen.